Welcome to
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I talk about so many different things
How you
related to
been?
life and living and
What's
also
going on?
doing interviews with
What's
people
good?
and the stories I heard.
Are you
Please
getting it
subscribe
in?
and check me out.
Somebody
There's
getting it
over
for you?
100 reviews and ratings, so welcome
What's
to the
going
Square Podcast
on,
House.
people?
Follow me on Instagram. See you
Subscribe
later.
to my channel. Okay, now I got tons of emails on this situation and by hand. Hannah Payne, 21 years old, and Kenneth Hearing, 62 years old. I got tons of email begging me to do this story. I don't know if it's my expertise, so that's the reason why you feel as though you want me to do this story. But for you, I will do this story for you. I'll try to break it down to you the best way I can. In case you don't know about this, the Hearing's wife has questioned for the trigger-happy Hannah Payne. Now, on Mother's Day, most mothers are spending time with their families, but in Georgia, one woman and her family are planning a funeral instead. The wife of the 62-year-old Kenneth Hearing was still searching for answers after he was shot by Hannah Payne, an accused murderous vigilante who been dubbed by she's also being called the female George Zimmerman. Now, Payne is a white 21-year-old woman killed Hearing, an elderly black man in the town of Riverdale on Tuesday evening after Payne observed Hearing fleeing a minor hit-and-run accident. She allegedly followed his car for a mile, boxed him in her Jeep, and shot him. Following an altercation, she allegedly did all of instead of waiting for the authorities, who police said she called before the shooting. Now, they're saying that Hannah Payne has been charged with the murder of the killing of a black man. She saw it did a hit and run. Now, Christine Hearing said that she wants to know why Payne felt the need to take the law into her hands and killed her senior citizen husband. I don't know what happened in the accident, but if anything, you should have taken his tag number down and called the police. And that's what she had been concerned with, not running after him. Christine told on Saturday, what is she, the traffic police, a security guard? I don't know. The 21-year-old, apparently trigger happy vigilante, made her first court appearance on Wednesday and was charged with murder without malice related to the shooting. Hearing's wife said that she was a struggle. Hearing wife said she was struggling to understand what was going through Payne's mind. I don't understand why she got out of her car with the gun. I'm still trying to get past that. She said, if I can't get past that, then maybe I can understand the situation a little more because nobody in their right mind does that. Payne lawyer claimed that the shooter was unfortunate situation and a good Samaritan trying to stop the person in a hit and run, but the incident minor of the case of the white vigilante taking black lives in their own hands. One of the most noticeable ones that was back in 2012, the killing of Trayvon Martin at the hands of the neighborhood captain George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman followed the 17-year-old and was walking. The 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was walking back from the convenience store, shot him following an altercation. Now, emails recently sent by people, supposedly friends, acquaintances of Payne, arguing that it's not racist, but black friends and live residents, radically diverse neighborhoods, despite the Payne supporters' claim about her character. A family is without a father and a grandfather. Christian Desires is very active as far as the family's life. Now, also, I'm going to go to this other website that says this as well. Clayton County, Georgia. A Georgia woman is facing murder charges, reportedly trying to take the law into her own hand in a hit and run. Police say Hannah Payne went after Kenneth, who reportedly fled a crash scene in Clayton County. But the confrontation ended in a tragic note. I think she needs to go to jail because she committed murder, said Hearing widow Christine. You need to go to jail. A 21-year-old Atlanta woman who witnessed the incident, accused of taking matters into her own hand, has been charged with murder as of Clayton County police say back in May the 7th. Payne followed hearing about a mile to effort to return to the scene of the crime. Authorities said that Payne approached hearing vehicle, cutting him off and forcing him to stop. A struggle ensued, and the weapon was discharged, leaving hearing with a fatal wound to his abdomen. Based on the facts of the circumstances that comes during the investigation of the morning to the murder, that Clayton County Police Major Anthony Thurman, he added that Payne called 911 before shooting occurred. Authorities haven't given any details about the 911 call and aren't releasing the audio because of the ongoing investigation, but they say Payne is licensed to carry a weapon and approaching hearing car carrying her gun. We recommend that people stay in the car and let the officer respond to handle the situation, Thurman said. Meanwhile, Payne's lawyer said she was trying to do the right thing. It's just like when you are unfortunate situation of a good Samaritan trying to stop people on a hit and run, attorney Matt Tucker said. Hearing's wife Payne's could have taken Hearing's wife said Payne could have taken the picture of the license plates instead of having pursued him. She said that Hearing didn't deserve to be killed on the street. The investigation is ongoing. Payne preliminary court hearing is on May the 28th of this month, which is basically, I guess next week. However, I found a little bit of audio in reference to this. Is basically telling something from the KKK. I want you to check this part out. Check this out.
County now. It focuses on the murder charge against a woman who is white who attempted to intervene in a hit-and-run incident involving a black man. Police say she shot and killed that man. Morse Diggs spoke to someone who got that disturbing call. Morse, they have a message for the people behind the call.
Well, Barbara Sneed, a black homeowner, says if the robocall was intended to make her feel small, it did not succeed. She called the message a ridiculous waste of energy and time.
I am important. I am a human being. And to let that caller intimidate me, that is not going to happen.
Barbara Sneed and this young lady, a murder defendant, both live in Fayette County. Other than that, there's nothing the two have in common, and Sneed rejects attempts via a racially charged robocall to draw her into a controversy.
Because Negroes are provably more violent.
Something every experienced police officer knows.
It was a call on it in reference to Hannah Payne. And it was saying really awful things about Negroes.
Hannah Payne charged with murder without malice.
First, the background on the case. Authorities in Clayton County say Hannah Payne, a motorist, witnessed 62-year-old Kenneth Herring drive away following a crash in Riverdale. Payne, who was not involved, trailed Herring for a mile and stopped her Jeep to block Herring's vehicle. She got out holding her gun, words went back and forth, and Herring wound up shot dead. Sneed on Monday had just gotten back to her home and decided to check her phone messages. One was the robocall about the traffic incident.
Negroes aren't Americans.
They aren't even fully human.
Time to send them all to Africa.
They don't fit in here.
They don't belong here.
In your heart, you know it's true.
Hannah Payne did nothing wrong.
I don't think they could have been educated to have sent out a message so it was just a ridiculous message that was received.
Okay, now this happened in Clayton County, Georgia, and basically it's been reported as of May the 16th, 2019, for Georgia woman accused of killing the driver after hitting him run. You know, the thing is this. I would love to see the person that he ran away. And the reason why I say he ran away, due to the fact that the audio stating that basically she didn't do anything wrong. I would like to know, was it a white person that he ran away from, or was it a black person? I think that's very important. Because if it was a white person, it could be involved in basically like a KKK that was trying to get after him, my personal opinion, and he went on the run because they were trying to hurt him. He was scared for his life, so he fled. They went after him, And that's what's happening. It kind of reminds me, I hate to say this, but it is what it is, a George Zimmerman type of thing. You feel as though you have your privilege, you go after people and just try to kill them. And that's not how it works within America. Now, unfortunately, we see a lot of times about her being 21 years old. We learn that when you're white, you could call the cops on people. Or sometimes you don't even want to wait for the cops anymore. You just kill them yourself because at the end of the day, you have privilege. You have white skin. And that gives you a pass sometimes. But not all the times. Because people starting to check up on that. And they start to right the wrongs that's been done. But the thing about it that it made me undisturbingly was about the audio video. I mean, what it called a robocall that the wife got in reference to black people supposed to go back to Africa and stuff like that. That is very racist. In my personal opinion, I like to see the person that he allegedly hit. Because basically my thing is this. They could have been yelling out nigger, nigger, nigger. She could have been riding with the person. And she's like, I'll get him. And she pulled over and stopped him. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He probably feared for his life. And you killed him. That's just my opinion. We need to know why he needed to run. We don't even think about the fact that maybe somebody made him in danger. Maybe he was scared for his life. Maybe y'all was after him. Maybe y'all was doing things to him. Maybe he was trying to get away from y'all. You could be in partner with someone. We don't know this because you killed the person we could basically get the conversation from. Now y'all want to trick it around to make her into this good Samaritan and stuff. We don't know about a good Samaritan, but we do know that the White Knights Underground basically got a phone call to her house. Remember back in the day what they used to do when the black people was going through the slavery thing, they would call their houses and stuff and say nigger, nigger, nigger. This is the same thing that's happening with them, with Heron's wife now. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. My personal opinion is he was scared. My personal opinion is they both was basically probably harassing him. He got scared, got the hell away from them. She pulled over, stopped him at the thing, stopped him at the sign, blamed it on hit and run. And they said he didn't even hardly mark the carpet, stuff like that. I like to see the person. And make sure it's the accurate person, not somebody made up or some black person you want to use just to make the story sound right. That's the same thing y'all did with George Zimmerman. You killed this woman's son, this man's son, because you felt threatened for your life, but you was the one praying after him. You went after him. He wasn't bothering you. He fought back. He was scared as hell. It was nighttime. And he ended up murdered. And it still hasn't been no justice for him because this man is still walking around on the street and he thinks it's a big damn joke. And it doesn't make any sense. And here we are, allegedly, another George Zimmerman type of woman, but in a white form once again. And here it is, a man is dead that's happened to be black. He's only 62 years old. How much of a 62-year-old man could be a threat to you when you'd already done pulled over, stopped him there, and you want to make it seem like you are a good Samaritan? You hunted him. You hunted him the same way y'all hunt animals in the jungle. The elephants and the giraffes, the way y'all hunt them, you hunted him down. You felt like you had a right to do that to this man. This man was 62 years old. His family needed him to come home. But thanks to you, Miss 21-year-old that sits around on media and learn how things work, and you got influence, and you got in your big old car, and you ran after him because you felt like you had the right to do it. My personal opinion, I feel as though it's more to the story that's not being said. I feel like he was fled for his life. I feel like it's more to the story that he can't tell. My personal opinion, if he had to flee, then maybe somebody was after him. Maybe the guy that he bumped up against, he was scared. Maybe the guy bumped up against was in cahoots with her. But he's going to be really quiet about it. He's going to say, I works out. That's my personal opinion. That's a speculation. But my personal opinion is he could have been fleeing. Y'all could have been cahoots then, don't call him all kind of niggas and cards and stuff. Saying you want to kill a nigga, kill a nigga. And after the phone call, it sound very much together to me, my personal opinion. It sound like it's in cahoots. Maybe the one that was driving, he got scared in his car. Maybe that was him who called. Maybe that was him who called to say, you know, you niggas need to go back to Africa. Maybe that was the one he bumped up against that was scared because y'all was trying to do something against him. That's just my personal opinion. It all fits hand in hand to me. All of a sudden, you got her locked up, and all of a sudden, you know, like the boyfriend and the girlfriend, you got my girl locked up, I'm gonna call you up, yo, y'all need to get the fuck out of here and go back to Africa, you know, you nothing about this, you nothing but niggas. My personal opinion, that's probably the one he hit. Done called up and stuff, now attacking the wife, saying what they used to do back in the day when slavery was going on and stuff, and blacks were free, you call their houses up, and you harass them. My personal opinion, this is just a modern day slavery. He was hunted. This man probably flee for his life, but guess what? He can't tell his story. He can't tell what y'all did to him. Y'all murdered him. You murdered him. And there need to be a lot more investigation going on. You need a lot more of the thing going on. The FBI need to really get into this, because my personal opinion is it is behind the scenes of that robocall leads to all information important. I personally believe that robocall was basically one of her friends, or the man that Hearing happened to bump up against, and basically want to help his girlfriend out, try to scare the wife. Just my personal opinion. Comment below how you feel about this. I did the story for you. You don't have to send me any more of these emails. I did the story. I've got tons of emails, and I appreciate you wanted me to do this story, and I did it for you. Also, I want to know, how did y'all get Hearing's phone number? How do you get the wife's phone number? How did you get the wife's phone number? Tell me ain't something fishy here. Something definitely is fishy. How could you get the wife's phone number to call her up about her husband, and saying the niggas and stuff? It is something cahoots with here. Something in cahoots with here, but that's just my opinion. Rest in peace to Mr. Hearing and the wifey in my prayers. This girl need to go to jail. She need to pay for her crime. Y'all need to right the wrong y'all did to Trayvon's Martin family. Y'all need to start making it right, because y'all kids can't keep letting this thing go unhand. You have to send a message after people, let them know. You just can't keep killing people because you feel like you have the right to. Anyway, I love your feedback on this. Comment below how you feel about this. Do you find it something strange about this? Don't you find it really weird how they happen to get the phone number to the wife's house and stuff and start harassing the wife as if she was basically a bad person? I'm telling you, this is nothing but my personal opinion. The KKK all over it. And I told you all about this before. They're going behind the scenes and they're doing a lot of stuff. Stay woke. Like, subscribe, comment below, and let me know how you feel about this. I love you, and thank you for watching. Catch the rain.